Hey guys, Aqua here, and with the current format the way it is, honestly, I believe that it is the best time. Yep, I'm talking about it again for the third time. Dynamis Spinos 0tk. Um, Before I jump into this, I do want to say, if you guys would like to, you can join my Discord server, link in the description down to that below, and if you guys would like to donate to the channel, link to my Patreon down below. Now, without further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into this. So, a while ago, like back in December, I really kind of got into the whole Spinos OTK thing. I did a deck profile for that variant. Link in the description below if you want to see that. It's for last format, so yeah. But the thing is, I feel like this is the perfect format for that particular variant, and there's a few reasons why. As of right now, hand traps aren't really seeing play. They're kind of falling off the map. So we don't really have to worry much about hand traps. And on top of that too, in this format, going second decks are starting to be better. I mean, look, Lunalight's just topped, and they're a going second deck. And we see going second cards like Winged Dragon of Raw Spear Mode starting to go up in price. We're starting to get into that kind of format again. And the thing is, I feel like with Dynamis Spinos OTK, it's definitely, it is a going second deck. Basically, if you haven't seen the deck profile, what the idea of the deck is basically the idea is you get your Spinos, you get a limited removal, and dominate power load if you can, and because dominate power load would guarantee the game in that particular variant, and that's the only variant it's actually good in. And you basically just ignore your opponent's board, attack them directly with Spinos, and that's game. And the thing was, the deck actually works really well too. And it has a very high success rate amongst all my tests. I never actually failed to OTK. I can't remember if I did in the test video. One of them I did, or if I did, that was the only time. And there were only a few circumstances where I didn't have Dominate Power Load on the field. And basically, the way the deck worked is it was loosely based off of Turbo, because with what Turbo kind of did was essentially did a decent amount of deck thinning, so I decided to use that as a loose template and essentially maximize the amount of deck thinning I could, and essentially maximize the amount of draw power the deck had, so you could essentially get into these and the dominating power load turn one and just ignore your opponent's board and slap him in the face. And it was pretty crazy, and it worked really well. And I just feel like this is honestly a amazing format for that particular variant, and I might honestly try it, playing it soon. That particular variant again soon. And the thing is too, now we have limb removal back at 3, so that particular variant got essentially a slight buff on the ban list. With this being at 3, it's not searchable, but it maximizes the chances of drawing a limited removal. So that's just kind of like a nice little buff the deck got, which I really like. I actually suspected limited removal will come back to 3 the previous format, and it just didn't happen. Because even when it was at 2, it wasn't being played. It's at 3, and it's not seeing play. It probably won't see play, which is sad. But unless we get some crazy broken machine archetype, which I don't know. But that's essentially why I feel like just those particular reasons. It's It's kind of why I feel like this particular variant is at its best right now, and it's like the perfect format to play it. What are y'all's thoughts? I would honestly like to hear. If you haven't seen the deck profile for Domus Turbo, or not Domus Turbo, Domus OTK, Spinos 0tk, I'll post the link in the description down below. There are a few slight changes I would do to the deck. Obviously, limb removal at 3, and maybe shared ride. I don't know. I'm not having much luck with shared ride. I could possibly slip a shared ride in. But link in the description down below if you guys want to see that. I would love to hear your thoughts about this format, and if you guys think this deck is honestly as good as I think it is. I'd like to hear that. If you guys would, if you guys would like to subscribe, go ahead, hit that subscribe button. I do 4 or 5 videos a week. Thank you guys for watching. I will see y'all in the next video.